You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
Sports, the infinite frontier. These are the rants, opinions, and discussions of the one and the only sports nerds. Their mission, to talk about the major headlines in sports news, drink beer, curse loudly, and heavily criticize their favorite teams. To boldly rant where no man has ranted before. And now, here are your nerds.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
Philip Ford,
Oh no! We suck again!
Max Andrews,
What are you? I'm Batman.
and Koff.
You are a factory of sadness!
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Welcome to Sports Nerds.
Nerds!
We got another nerd.
We got another nerd here today. A special guest. His name is Jared Wigton. He is also a nerd. Not a sports nerd, but
But
a nerd no less.
Yes. Get your eyes off me, you damn dirty nerd.
I like it. Nice to meet you, Jared.
How you doing, Phil?
Nice to meet you, sir.
Doing well, sir. Doing well. It's been a couple weeks. We got some
Yeah.
big stories.
Yeah, we missed a lot. The Golden State Warriors won the NBA championship.
Who won?
But other than that,
Who won that NBA? We were talking a lot about it, I remember.
well,
But
yeah, I mean, it's over with. So
in six?
yeah, it was in
games.
6 games. Then we put up a good fight. The Cavs put up a good fight.
I
I
wanted
mean,
it to go 7. I really thought it would. But
it would have gone 7 if J.R. Smith could make a 3, but that's about it.
I just let everybody down, you know?
They didn't let that.
Yeah.
They were down
they
Kyrie
did.
Irving and Kevin Love.
No, man.
The two of the top 20 best
They should've
NBA players
sacked
in the
up.
league.
Nope. Every one of those players should commit Japanese ritual suicide.
You're right. Yeah.
Seppuku.
Cavs were down 3. The Cavs were down 3 fucking starters. They had bench players playing longer minutes than their
Dishonor upon their whole family.
No.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
Are they going to thrust themselves upon a shark in basketball? Is that what's
No,
going to happen?
no, none of that's going to happen. We need everybody to come back.
Something everyone needs basketball themed suicide. Whether it's like a razor sharp basketball hoop that you like run your head over, or I don't know, get creative.
Basketball isn't that popular in Japan. Baseball is now.
Whatever,
If they had like a baseball bat that they could throw themselves onto, and then another guy like decapitates them with a bat. Now they can do that. I am not. It's not like I've given any thought to that at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
the sad thing is he really didn't. That was just
No, that was
the
just
cuff.
right off the. Yeah, that's right there.
So I mean, imagine if he had put some thought into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give him a minute. I'm sure he can come up with something.
We tackle a lot of issues here.
Oh,
on-
no,
on
we do
Sports
get,
Nerds.
Real hard-hitting,
Yeah.
hard copy, I can tell.
That's right.
That is all it.
Well, a couple weeks ago, the major topic was slavery.
Slavery.
Not racist. No, not in a racism sort of way. But I was saying that slavery it gets things done.
Well,
You can't argue the fact that it gets things done.
for a non-industrialized society, somebody's got to do it.
You know.
No, we don't have a bulldozer. We don't have a tractor. Let's get
And-
Gary and George over
I
here and
mean,
get this dude plow this field.
This is population control. This is infrastructure. All these things. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's
Hey,
effective.
man, if the Egyptians did it for years.
So how are you, Phil?
I'm good. This sounds exactly like the conversation we had 3 weeks ago without you, Mike.
Yeah.
So
now
welcome.
I got support.
They called me in for
Yeah, I could tell.
Just for this little mini conversation here.
Calling in the righty.
Nice.
But so yeah, the Cavs lost.
Yeah.
They
Golden
fucking
State won.
choked and died and couldn't do nothing about it.
They didn't
That's a bit harsh, sir.
Too much for them. They were obviously outclassed.
I have to ask. I did see the game.
Yeah.
Did everyone see LeBron's face after the basically the hug of one of the opposing team players? I honestly, I don't know the guy's name.
Probably Steph Curry,
I
maybe.
believe that's it. He was getting a lot of screen time on all channels, pretty much.
Yeah, Steph
And like
Curry.
you see the hug, and like it's completely emotionless. Just boom, does it like he's got a point off to the distance that he's staring at, and he's not breaking it. He was not
You gotta,
pleased.
you gotta put yourself in LeBron's shoes, though. Okay, he put up 4 triple doubles in the series. That is unheard of.
I mean, if
I
I had just let down my whole city and
He
my
didn't
whole
let
family,
anybody down.
I would have been focused on the 1 point, just trying to get through the game
He
too.
didn't let
You know,
anybody
if I
down.
was such a ringing failure in life,
As an Ohioan, I don't know.
He's been to the finals 6 times.
Yeah,
Well, he's
I
won
mean-
2
I
finals,
mean,
but I know that's
you
not a good percentage. But
it's just
you know, Magic went to the finals 9 times. He only won 5.
Okay, look, Magic Johnson conquered AIDS. What has LeBron done?
Magic Johnson has money. Money always conquers AIDS.
Maybe we should give LeBron James AIDS.
It's like you're playing like rock money, AIDS. Like
Yeah,
money
dude.
always beats AIDS, and rock money, AIDS, or
Yeah.
scissors money, AIDS, whatever you want to play.
Money, rock, and AIDS.
I think we broke Phil.
Money beats rock.
All right, I'm done.
We're
Let's
beating
see.
AIDS.
But speaking of LeBron, though, and most of the Cleveland Cavaliers, it seems, are holding out for more money so they can beat AIDS.
For more money. For more money.
My.
Yeah, Kevin Love opted out a couple days ago. So did LeBron. J.R. Smith also opted out. So everyone's freaking out, wants to start the rumors saying that, oh, well, LeBron's not going to come back to Cleveland next year.
Yep.
Kevin Love's going to leave. And okay, everyone just calm the fuck down. They're not going anywhere. The NBA is going to have a new collective bargaining agreement, I believe, next year. So they're all going to re-up. It's just that it's all about the new money situation, because the salary cap is going to increase, and so it's all going to be about them all getting bigger contracts. And it's also a thing with LeBron is that they're going to get some new guys in here. There's no question about that. Sean Marion, who didn't play a minute in the finals, is retired. Mike Miller's probably gone. Old man Miller's gone. James Jones is going to be gone. So they're going to get some new guys in there, whether it's Dwayne Wade or whoever. They're going to get some new guys.
Dwayne Wade, do you think he's still going to be
Coming off the bench, yeah. He's not going to start. He'll come off the bench. He does
You think he'll come off the bench, man?
too big of a name for that?
No, I mean, if he's going to be the first guy coming off the bench, even like your 6th man is still going to play like 30 minutes, and that's more than half the game. So, shut up. It's 48 minutes, not 60.
Okay,
Anyways.
my bad.
So LeBron's going to do what LeBron's always done. He's going to hold out, wait for more money. Not only is he going to wait for more money, but he's also going to see what kind of team that the Cavs are going to put together, and he'll see how all the numbers work, and then he'll structure his contract accordingly.
In Miami.
No.
No.
I was gonna say, aren't they going to put together a team that like can afford LeBron James? So won't it kind of be like a Ford Taurus from 2002? Like, I mean, you've got it. You're glad you've got it because it's going to get you to work. But you don't want to drive it like to different states.
No.
Because it's a Ford Taurus from 2003.
No. LeBron's like a Ferrari that was made like 2 years ago.
LeBron is,
Yeah.
but like to keep that in the garage, you have to take money from other
you
payments, my
can't
friend.
drive the Lambo every day.
No.
If it's getting you triple doubles, it will.
It's got to be Sunday, midday, not raining,
Well,
only up to 83 degrees.
I don't
You know, it's
know.
got to be 10 different scenarios.
It's a temperate climate. You need that.
So what do you think, Phil?
I mean, I think honestly, I think Kevin Love will make his decision. I honestly think it doesn't matter. I think if he signs with the Cavs, it makes them a better team. I think if he doesn't, it would hurt them some, but I think they can fill in the gaps and win without him. I really think the big important piece is Kyrie. They need somebody else that can, and as long as Kyrie's healthy, because he's not, I think his contract's good for another 2 years at least.
5 years, actually. He re-signed.
He re-signed last year? Okay.
Yeah, so they got Kyrie. It's all about Kevin Love.
2 years. I laugh at year 2.
Mike drop.
Well, sports junkie.
But yeah, I mean that's what I think, because I think Love will actually probably want to stay. I mean, with everything I heard about, like him just feeling like he was upset that he was not able to be in that moment, and I think he finally realizes what that moment is, and his likelihood of going anywhere where he's going to achieve that moment is very slim. I mean, he could go to LA, not going to happen. He could go to Portland, not really going to happen, because they've got to get out the West. So who's he going to go to in the East? Chicago? No, they got money. And Atlanta is just trying to, do a team of two really good players and a bunch of middle players. So I don't think they're going to have the money for it. He'd go to New York. New York will pay him, but good luck.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll be kind of playing. He'll be sharing a position almost with Carmelo. Because Carmelo, he's that 3/stretch 4, which Kevin Love's a stretch 4. And there's a strong argument that the Cavs can still win without Kevin Love. They did it in the playoffs when Love got hurt in the first round. But I really think I totally agree with you when if he goes any team in the West, I mean, there's going to be a new team coming out of the West every year because that's how competitive the Western Conference is. It's going to be Houston, Golden State, the Lakers possibly.
Oklahoma City.
Getting the D'Angelo Russell, I think that's going to be a big help. But I mean, Portland, even if I don't think LaMarcus Aldridge is coming back, but I mean, Cleveland can fill those holes because really all they need from Kevin Love is his shooting and his passing. It's definitely not his rebounding or defense because Tristan Thompson definitely can fill that gap. But you need another outside shooter that can make the shots, and I think that's what killed the Cavs in the finals is that they didn't have efficient shooters. They had shooters, guys that make their living, get their paychecks for just shooting the ball, not doing anything else, but they just couldn't make the shots. And so it'll be interesting. Speaking of the NBA, we had the NBA draft last night. And I didn't really watch most of it, but kind of the chip, it was kind of chalk for more or less. People went where they were expected to go, and I'm really expected to see the Timberwolves this year. They got Karl Anthony Towns, #1 overall pick this year. They got Tyus Jones from the Cavs this year when they made a trade, and then they also got Andrew Wiggins from the Cavs last year and Anthony Bennett. So they got 3 #1 overall picks and 4 first-round draft picks overall for the past couple of years. So, and they got Ricky Rubio, who's a hell of a passer. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not the Timberwolves can make he's from Spain. Ricky Rubio!
Rubio!
So, yeah. So, what do you think about the T-Wolves, though, Phil? Do you think they're going to do it?
Maybe. I mean, I don't trust Anthony Bennett. I think he was overrated. He shouldn't have went first. I mean, as was proven on the Cavs, is he just disappeared, and he hasn't really done anything, even with the opportunity in Minnesota. Yeah, I think they'll be good. To me, actually, what I'm more intrigued to see is the Sixers with 3 7-footers in Embiid, Noel, and now Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah.
Not in my house.
Yeah. I guess put them out, small forward, power forward, and center, and just see if anyone can score.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys haven't known, but the Philadelphia 76ers they've drafted. This will be the 3rd year in a row.
Yeah,
they've a 7-footer in the first top 3 picks, and
7-foot sub.
They all get hurt. So I'm willing to see if Okafor is going to stay healthy. But
get to something.
And
you've got 3 of them, right? You just need them 33% of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right? So I don't know if I think some people are probably going to get traded, but that's all the Sixers do. They get all these high draft picks, all this talent, and then they trade them all away for more draft picks, and then they draft those guys and they trade them away too.
But in 2037, it's going to pay off when they have all of the first-round draft picks.
Look, you have got to play the long game. All right, you're thinking real short-sightedly.
Yeah.
It's not chuckling.
Yep. If the apocalypse doesn't come in 2042, look out for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, you watch out. Honestly, even if it does,
yeah, they're that good. They're that good.
Well, I think if they
Play
win,
through it.
Yeah.
but there was also a rumor.
Their
Though,
winning is the first sign of the apocalypse.
yeah, right. That's when the 4 horsemen will be awakened.
The Antichrist will come down. Like, all right, well, guys, I mean,
The 76ers won.
they
Yeah.
won.
You know what that means?
It also,
People are
doesn't,
about to get raptured.
it also doesn't help that Allen Iverson, they were talking about Allen Iverson possibly going to their front office to make
Oh,
personnel decisions.
Yeah, man. He can.
They will never practice.
yeah. Did you hear about that? He admitted he was drunk
Yeah.
I
during
admit
that
I'm-
practice rant.
That ain't nothing special.
Nah.
Allen Iverson.
Brother,
You guys ever see the Allen Iverson press conference? He like missed practice, and he's like, "We talking about practice? Like seriously,
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah,
practice? Yeah, he was wasted. He admitted he was wasted during that press
hey,
conference.
man, he's fucking Allen Iverson. All right. When you can make sweet moves on the court like that, then you come talk to me about not getting drunk before my press conference. okay?
exactly. Once you are in a salaried position, you can drink really whatever the fuck you feel like.
I mean,
He's so good. He's playing in China now or something, or
hey,
Taiwan.
man,
I don't know.
that Taiwan National League is competitive.
Yeah,
Those little 3'7" dudes are fucking. They all know kung fu, man.
They're Jedis. They're basically all.
and they can
It's like Shaolin basketball, dude.
build any appliance you want.
Yep.
Yep. dude.
During the game.
I'm telling you, man. Yep.
Yeah, that would be an awesome movie. You got to make that, Max. Shaolin basketball.
I'm
It's
down.
we're in
dude.
the works.
Now, I was talking about it earlier when there's a goalie in basketball who's allowed to use his feet to stop the ball. You know, like he can goaltend, but only with his feet.
We're going to talk to Miramax right now.
Oh, it's going down. I'm gonna call the what was that guy? What was that movie called? Kung Fu Hustle. That guy.
Oh. Yeah, because he's the one who made Shaolin Soccer, too.
Oh yeah, Shaolin Soccer is an excellent film.
Yeah.
But
But
anyway.
but back to the NBA draft. Ooh, actually, we got ESPN in the background now. They're talking about our boy D'Angelo Russell from the Ohio State
Yes.
University. He was taken number 2 overall, if anyone didn't know, and he's going to
Nobody knew that.
he's going to the LA Lakers to play with Kobe Bryant. And what I really
Kobe's still playing?
Oh,
and
yeah.
what I really love about this pick is that D'Angelo Russell. There's been a lot of talk in Columbus about how D'Angelo Russell he's kind of got the same Kobe Bryant mentality / Michael Jordan mentality, where it's like he will punch a dude in practice, or he will get on somebody for not giving it their all, or not playing as good as he is, or not better. And that's kind of why he was kind of a loner at Ohio State, because he gave everybody else on the team so much shit. Well, I mean, Ohio State had a lot of 4-year guys, and it's like, if you're playing 4 years in college, you're probably not that good. The really good players in college are usually 1 and done, 2 and done. So he's kind of got that Kobe Bryant mentality, and so I think he'll learn a lot under Kobe. And they got a couple of nice pieces there in LA. I'm not saying that they're going to go to the finals or anything like that, but I think that Kobe's will have a very good influence on D'Angelo Russell.
See, I would have said that until 2 years ago or a year ago. Maybe he's aged in those 1 or 2 years, where he said he refuses to teach anyone. I remember that explicitly.
Yeah. Well, Kobe's a dick, and he thinks he's going to live forever. He thinks he's going to play forever.
No, I mean, he was
But,
talking about being done a couple of years ago. He's like, I don't know if I can't produce at the high level that I was, so it might be time for me to quit. And then he got hurt the next year.
Yeah. Well, he signed a gigantic contract, and then he got hurt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm saying, he's probably gonna fake a knee injury this year, ride that check out, and call it a day. Like,
Nah, the Black Mamba won't do that, man. Black Mamba
you think
is
he's still have more venomous?
as big as a dick Kobe Bryant is. He's like Jordan, and that's why people always try to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan, but the one player that's most like Jordan is Kobe Bryant, because they both had that asshole mentality against everybody else. It was like, you're either as good as me or you try to be as good as me. If you can't play with me, then get the fuck out of here. And you gotta have to kind of respect him for that. I mean, all he wants to do is win championships, and so I just
He's old. He's
he's old. He's
48.
He's 37.
I mean, he might as well be 92
But he's
in
got
basketball.
37. He's old. Fuck you.
But he's been playing in the NBA since he's 18. So I mean, so you take that he's almost been playing
Ancient, 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. I mean, you're running up and down 82 plus games a year, running up and down that hardwood floor. You're playing in the Olympics.
These don't actually exist
World Cup
anymore.
of basketball. You know, you're playing all these games. Like, I mean, yeah, it's gonna take a toll. But I think
He's all spit and gristle, that man. He can handle it.
yeah.
I think it's going to be like the Western, where the grizzled old cowboy, like gets trains up the new cowboy and yada yada, and then he dies in the end.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that.
Shane.
They're not going to get along at first, but the new guy is going to prove that he's got the heart.
Yeah.
And Kobe's going to, like impart some of the
He's gonna be like, you got the juice now.
the snake
well.
venom on him, and then he's going to end. They're going to be good friends. Then he's going to die.
Yeah. So. Womp, womp. Well, that's all I got for basketball.
Yeah.
You got anything else for basketball, Phil? Or you?
The only other thing I guess is Carmelo is very frustrated with their pick because their first pick they picked a guy just to fill you all in. It was the third or fourth pick, I can't remember, but it was high up there.
He was from Spain or something, right? Or he's from
Yeah, he's a European player and he's 19. And basically, they said he has the biggest upside of anybody in the draft, but they're like he's not going to be ready for 3 years. So Mr. Carmelo Anthony, who's 31, is rather frustrated, as I would imagine.
Well, I don't know why he's so frustrated. I mean, he just purchase like a professional soccer team.
Oh yeah, he's got money.
Yeah, I mean, like
so keep up that desire to win, though.
My finances are not the point here.
Well, if you're so
We're not talking about my Bentley. We're talking about my ring.
Carmelo Anthony is he's such a poser, man. You want to talk about a big waste of talent? I mean, the guy is just as good. I mean, he has the potential to be just as good as LeBron or Kobe or anybody else in the league, but he's never developed his game. He's always been, give me the ball, I'm going to shoot it. I'm not going to pass it to anybody. Just give me the ball, I'm going to shoot it. I'm not going to play defense. I'm not going to work on dribbling or passing. Like,
sounds like a one-trick pony.
He is a one-trick pony. He literally is. He's a one-trick pony, and like that's why LeBron since he's been LeBron since he's been in the league, Kobe since they've been in the league, all they've tried to do is take their game to the next level. It's like, well, I got to work on this part of my game. I got to work on my defense. I got to work on my passing. I got to work on my rebounding. I got to work my three-point shot. I got to work on this. Carmelo's like, nah, just give me the ball. I'll shoot it. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Oh, I'm married to Lala. Yeah.
Who?
Lala. She was like an MTV VJ for a while.
She was an MTV vagina for a while?
VJ, like video jockey.
Oh, there you go.
Like Carson was a video jockey.
You remember when MTV used to play music?
No.
Like Total Request Live.
Yeah, I was born in the '80s. That might be before my time.
It might have been. But yeah, so yeah, and screw Carmelo Anthony. But
Mellow.
let's switch things up here a little bit. I was just seeing today. Let's talk about a little football here. Russell Wilson has been in contract disputes with the Seattle Seahawks, rightfully so. Russell Wilson, he's won a Super Bowl
and a half.
Well, they lost last year.
That was bad play calling.
It was bad play calling, but so he's only getting paid $1.5 million this year. And he's arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Oh,
he wants to be paid.
Travesty.
So this is his last year of his contract, and he wants to be the highest paid player in the NFL, which I don't think he's worth being the highest paid player in the NFL, but he can definitely make a case for it.
He should be one of the.
I mean, he's
highest.
one of the, but I don't think he should be paid more than Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Or, Tom Brady, Tom Brady's never been really that highly paid. Tom Brady has always been, he has always taken pay cuts so they can get other players. So, which is
how you should be doing it. All the quarterbacks out there.
It takes some real balls.
Deflated.
Some real deflated. God damn it! God, you got there before me.
But yeah, so it'll be interesting. I think Seattle's eventually going to pay him. It's just going to be how much. But what's interesting, though, is that no one is talking about Andrew Luck because Andrew Luck, came out the same year. He's going to be due some serious money. And Andrew Luck is a way better quarterback overall.
How many rings does he have?
He doesn't have any rings, but he's been doing it the right way, though. You know, they went to the playoffs one year, then they went to the second round his other year, then they went to the AFC title game last year.
But
So
you'd have to argue
he's
that
progressing.
actually winning the Super Bowl is more doing it the right way than getting to the Super Bowl by winning and then
yeah,
losing.
but the argument against that is that Seattle had arguably one of the greatest defenses ever when they won that Super Bowl,
and
they kicked the living shit out of your fucking.
I know it. I was there, man. I wasn't there, but I watched it happen.
He was there.
I watched it happen live, and I cried, you know, for a few weeks after that. But you know, those things happen. But yeah, you know, Russell Wilson's got the better team. It's the you know, it's the Michael Jordan versus LeBron argument. Like, yes, Michael Jordan won 6 rings, but he had the good team around him.
the better
versus,
team. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, whatever. But Russell Wilson probably, and he can hold out for more money.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely going to get paid, but I think it's just how much is he going to get paid, and then it's more or less like, how is Andrew Luck going to get paid? How is Andrew Luck going to top that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you were saying, they need to get some defense in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So I would agree with you, but I think if Russell Wilson gets paid big, Luck will get more. I mean, just by sheer stats and everything. I mean, I think Luck means more to his team than Russell Wilson does. I think Wilson is what gets them places, but I also think I don't think they could replace Wilson and have the same championship caliber, but I think they'd have a good playoff team. And I think that's probably the difference. Now, whether or not that makes him a better quarterback, who knows? But that's what they're afraid of. I think that's why they're arguing with him and they don't want to pay him, is they're like, if we pay this guy too much and then we can't keep our defense or we can't keep other players, what's going to happen to our team? Is it then going to just be we have all our money invested in one guy and oh well?
No, I totally agree with you. And it's, you know, it's kind of, it goes back to this, you know, there's kind of a couple different philosophies on how you want to build your team in the NFL. It's like, well, we're going to have a sick defense with a really good running game and then a quarterback that doesn't really make too many mistakes.
We can get
which is kind of like it's the Seattle Seahawks formula. You know, Russell Wilson's a really smart guy, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, takes care of the ball. But then you have this other philosophy where it's like, well, we're going all in with our quarterback. But the thing is with that, you have to have a very, very special quarterback to do that. A Tom Brady, a Peyton Manning, an Andrew Luck, which I think he's going to be one of those guys, you know, a Joe Montana, what have you. Aaron Rodgers.
John Elway.
No
Cleveland quarterback ever.
Correct. But maybe Johnny Manziel, we'll see.
No.
That's a whole other story. So, but yeah, so it'll be interesting, and I totally agree. You know, if we give him all this money, how the hell are we going to be able to keep on, you know, the LOB, the Legion of Boom, together? Which is what that's what the defense, they call themselves, the Legion of Boom. And I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
That amused me. Yeah. I was moderately amused.
But
well played, defense.
But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see. And as always, I'm really looking forward to the NFL. And yeah, so
NFL, that's a sport. It's a sport American men can get behind.
it is.
Right there.
It is.
I don't know.
And some Canadian men.
Yeah. I honestly, as a Chicagoan, I was pretty excited about some recent Stanley Cup winnage.
That's right. That's right. The Blackhawks won, which
I don't know if you guys know this, but the Blackhawks won.
I didn't actually know that.
Aww.
Tampa Bay lost. Phil picked Tampa Bay, and I picked Chicago.
Yeah.
I picked nobody who played in the finals.
Come on. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, no, Chicago hockey, it's good stuff.
Yeah, and Chicago went fucking insane.
Well, that was
as soon as it happened.
Well, that was
Did
the
it
first.
burn down?
We didn't. There was no fires. But living 2 miles away from Wrigleyville, I can tell you, there were horns honking all night. There were young men walking up and down the street with Blackhawks flags and Chicago flags draped around them, like, yeah, go Hawks, we did it! Like they were directly involved
They
in
were,
the win.
man.
Like
They gave their spirit
Their involvement is what got them.
And they
where were.
imbibed much alcohol
Yes,
in
they did.
testament to their love for
Yes,
the
they did.
Blackhawks.
This is what you have to take into consideration. The Blackhawks have won several Stanley Cups, but
Yep.
this was the first time they won a Stanley Cup in Chicago since I believe the 30s.
Oh
or
wow.
the 40s.
Yeah.
The last few Stanley Cups that they won, it's been on somebody else's ice. So this is the first time they won it in Chicago in decades. So I think that's what made it extra special.
Yeah, Chicago got set off. A friend of mine got jumped in the excitement. Got the crap beat out. Yeah.
That is how you celebrate a victory.
Yeah.
You beat the crap out of the people who are cheering with you.
That's exactly what you do. That's exactly what you do. Took a page out of OSU's book, I'm pretty sure.
No, we like to flip cars and light them on fire. And couches.
See,
We like
dumpsters.
couches and cars and dumpsters on fire.
there you go. Living the dream.
Hey, man.
Our forefathers would have wanted
Like,
that.
you guys got deep dish pizza. We flip cars and light couches on fire.
Good for you. Good for you.
This reason we have microbrews.
Right.
As a Columbus
We-
does.
yeah.
Everyone's got microbrews. Forget it. All right. But yeah.
We have some very good microbrews. I couldn't say the state of Chicago's microbrew,
But
but I know Columbus does a pretty good job.
anyways,
This is sports.
so
We'll stay on sports.
yeah, that's all I got though. NBA, NFL. You got anything else, Phil? Or
The only other thing that's a big event is the Women's World Cup, but that's about it. Other than
say we're watching.
we're looking at that right now.
We got the TV behind
It's
us.
the
here,
reason
and,
I was late today. I was watching the France and Germany game, and it went to.
You were watching.
Yeah, I was watching it.
Okay.
Hey, man.
I really was. But I didn't want to leave because it went into overtime. It went to a
I
shootout.
did. It went to.
I went to shootout.
So I'm watching the shootout, and all these girls, like the goalies always dive in the wrong way. Like there's only like one shot where the goalie manages to even get like close to blocking it.
Well, that's the thing with PKs is that penalty kicks is that it's a 50-50 chance. They're either going to kick it left or they're going to kick it right.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I mean, like I know, but so like the whole time I was like, okay, I figured it's gonna be somebody missing versus the goalie blocking a shot.
Yeah.
And this last French girl comes up there, and the goalie blocks it. The German goalie blocks it, and everyone goes nuts. But I was just like, oh man, that French girl can't go home.
She's lucky if she lives in France. Like if she lived in like North Korea, she'd probably get executed.
No, you see, I think the French take care of their own. Like you just don't hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just going to quietly
like she's gonna get a poison.
murder.
She's gonna get like a poisoned baguette or something like that. She's gonna like die, quote unquote, natural causes.
The woman is going to disappear.
Here's your in-flight meal with strychnine. I mean mashed potatoes.
Yeah, no. Like, okay, you think she's allowed on the plane? Dude, her visa just got revoked.
They have to make her swim back. They're playing in Canada, so she's got to swim across the Atlantic.
Yeah.
And that's the cold part. So
the fucking ocean you have to
Yeah.
swim across.
Pacific's not so bad.
The Pacific's warm. It's got all the volcanoes.
but yeah, U.S. is playing tonight. Go USA.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be starting here pretty soon. But
Hope so low.
we're going to be taking on. They're going to be taking on China.
Mhm.
And, China's been kind of. I want to say they've been a little bit of an underdog in this tournament.
In the world.
Well, in the world.
In the
I wouldn't say they're an underdog in the world.
I mean, when it comes to like
they're
economic growth, I mean,
they're
they're killing
booming
everybody.
economy. They're exploding right now.
But hopefully their
But
soccer
yeah,
doesn't explode.
But yeah, the U.S. should take care of them though. Hope
Yeah.
Solo, she's been doing great at goalie.
She's going to freaking lightsaber for Chinese.
You got Abby
players.
Wambach, who had a great goal against Nigeria.
Are these actual Star Wars characters or are these actual USA?
No, Hope
No, the
Solo is
soccer
the
goalie's name is Hope Solo.
her name's Hope Solo, and
Wow.
she
Yeah, it's
got
awesome,
arrested
right?
for domestic violence. She was at a family
A family-
cookout
You go, girl.
and beat the shit out of her family.
Multiple.
Like with her feet or
I wasn't there.
She could find.
Yep.
But yeah,
Should something just set her off
She's a
wrong?
I
monster.
highly recommend googling like that police phone call.
Well, there's nothing that excites me more than women's sports and women's violence toward.
But you heard about the lesbian basketball couple who both got charged with domestic
I'm hearing about it now.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
and one of them was pregnant.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, Brittany Griner. It wasn't Brittany Griner. It was her. It was her partner. I think they had like in vitro fertilization or something like that. But yeah,
Got a real good buddy.
beat her ass, and then it was like, oh, she's pregnant. So
That's not cool.
Whoops.
Women shouldn't beat pregnant women.
Whoops.
I
Unless
like
it's
your
a-
stance, Max. I like your stance.
Oops. My
Come
bad.
on, women. Can't we all just get along?
So, but yeah, I think USA is going to take care of China. China has a lot of motivation, though. I heard on the radio today that the Chinese government was going to offer like each player like 200 grand a player, like if they end up winning, like if they pull the upset. It was either that or beheading. So I
Yeah.
guess 200 grand is better than beheading.
Yeah, if they win, their entire family won't be dishonored for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's
They want to do that whole samurai execution thing. So
the Chinese. They don't have to worry about samurai execution.
Yeah.
okay.
They will thrust themselves upon sharpened footballs.
But you know, they have to prove the state of their kung fu in this game. You know, against
It's
their
gonna be Shaolin soccer.
yeah. So I mean, it's you don't ever want to go home and say like, oh, my kung fu wasn't strong enough. You don't ever want to go home and say that.
We
So,
lost to the capitalist pigs.
filthy American pig dogs.
Yes.
You bring shame on our house.
Yep.
But yeah, no, the World Cup, the Women's World Cup is pretty good. I'm having a fun time watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, women playing sports, entertaining, yes, and fun to look at.
You know,
And
a lot of those French chicks are really hot.
well, yeah,
Uh,
they're
it's a
French.
perk.
well, I mean, like the Swedish team's kind of
Have you seen the
Buffalo.
Brazilian team?
no.
Oh, the Brazilian team.
But I've been watching a lot of women's UFC fighting, and it's a white knuckle thrill ride. Let me tell you.
I'm like we talk about Ronda Rousey constantly.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey she's a favorite. Here
I
on the
think she
show.
should fight dudes.
Honestly, I would let her beat the crap out of me. I'd be okay with it.
What would be great is if they would have like so they get Ronda Rousey and she would fight like all these prisoners that were thrown in for prison for like domestic violence, like
Yes.
dudes like that beat their wives.
Yes.
You like beat up on women and it's just
Then Ronda Rousey's there throwing you in a
I would
chokehold.
just like Chewbacca ripping arms out of
Yeah.
sockets. Like,
Exactly,
it's not good to upset a Rousey. I'm gonna tell you.
Whoa.
that's what
You
Rousey's
might want to
doing.
let the Rousey win.
Let the Rousey win.
Let the Rousey win. I would
But,
pay so much money to see that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Prisoners going up against
Just
Ronda
heard.
Rousey. Which kicking her through somebody's chest.
But
Ripping a heart out of it.
He's still beating heart.
like Temple of Doom.
Yep.
Kalima! Om Nom Shivaya. Om Nom Shivaya. Om Nom Shivaya.
Well, one more thing though about women's soccer. As much as everyone hates Sepp Blatter, who is the president of FIFA, and he calls himself the president of everything, he did have a great idea though. And I'm not okay. It's gonna sound sexist, but his whole idea though for women's soccer was that they need to wear like Spanx, like really tight shorts,
How are they going to slide?
to make them more attractive, so more people will watch them, so you could like see their asses.
I didn't care about women's football until I was like, oh, they're playing in lingerie.
It's like the
Pull
lingerie.
the chair, boys. Let's watch
It's
that.
not like women's football should be played in lingerie because it's a joke. But
It's unfortunate that this is where our society is, but like this is where our society.
No,
You
I
have
feel
to
like-
you have to YouTube. It's this one woman in the lingerie bowl. She tackles this girl, and she's like, they're all wearing lingerie, and then she twerks on her head
Oh my god.
after she just lays her out. Lays her out, just goes bo 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 bo, and then gets back up. It's hilarious and sexy.
God bless America.
But no, like women's soccer, there's like actual athletes and stuff, and people trying to do
Yeah.
real things. So
Oh,
Like
yeah.
real skilled individuals.
Yeah,
It'd be great
so
to see a girl
I-
bicycle kick though, wearing like Spanx.
that's pretty fucking shitty of that guy to say. I mean, like
Right,
as
yeah.
much as I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, well, as much as it would increase viewers, like you don't have to tell us.
Yeah,
we know.
like that's
Yeah.
that's
You
really
put women
kinda
in
fucked
space
up.
and they're gonna watch. Just
Yeah.
look at volleyball for crying out loud.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
Who's a fucking rules of volleyball?
no one cares. But you put women in Spanx on a beach, and we're going to tune in.
I got nothing else to do on Saturday.
Exactly. Well, that's what I need to do on Saturday. It worked into my schedule. Hey, I can't talk to you for 20 minutes. I need to watch a couple rounds
of
of
beach volleyball.
of Spanx volleyball.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
That's
I like
super
it.
high.
Yes, yes. Now that we've brought in the sexism,
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. 100%.
It's another issue that we've tackled today.
one struggle at a time.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna plug ourselves still. If you want to plug ourselves.
All right. Come check us out at 3geeks.ninja. We have our podcast on there, as well as we have some news articles. As well, please check us out if you like our video on YouTube. Like us and subscribe, and check out our other videos if you're interested in anything else. We have a Geek News Live episode that we do every week, and we talk about different news articles. Again, yeah, I think that's it. Do you have anything else you want to add, Max?
GoGameOn.com, and I'm Max.
Go Dodgers.
Carve. Philip. We're the sports nerds. This is
Jared.
Jared.
Thank you all very much for having me.
Oh, Buccaneers!
Chicago Buccaneers.